Hi guys, this is Lloyd Tran. Thanks for coming by my channel. Basically, I got a review, or you could say little note on this dual propane heater from Canadian Tire. I know for a lot of you guys, I did quite a bit of reviews about Mr. Heater, the dual one. That one's actually quite more expensive than this. But I was gonna go that route to buy that one, but a lot of places sold out due to the fact that I'm in Ontario. A lot of them are sold out, and even if they had it, the price was really expensive. But unfortunately, to tell you the truth, I wanted to get that one, but it was all sold out around here, and you gotta wait. So this is from Canadian Tire, Remington. Okay, it's actually only $135, so it's a lot cheaper. But according to reading the review, it was bad. A lot of people, I'm actually not a lot of people, it was only 17 people put a review on that, and it was 50-50, but 50-50 is bad. Okay, especially if you're gonna put out $135 and the Mr. Heater is around 170 or 75 or 190 something. Some place sell different price a little bit, but I was gonna buy for the $200 to tell you the truth. But as you can see in my garage, I have a small garage, and I need to build a lot of stuff. Since during the time I'm building all these frame, just this about a couple weeks ago, just organizing all these frame back again and tearing down other frames against the wall, made a lot of mess here, and I cleaned up a bit just to bring stuff up. Reason for being is just to do my you know, you can fix stuff and do stuff inside the garage. But anyway, let's get back to this Remington. Okay, I unboxed it yesterday and it came, and as you can see, it's right there working great. Never didn't even had an issue, and the fact that they're saying that it needs to be you know, 100%. Okay, I guess people are getting trouble on certain things, but when I put this is not 100% level. Okay, I just put it down and I just turned it up and it worked right away. The only problem was when I had a little trouble because I didn't understand. It's my first time with the propane. I went and for my suggestion, I think you guys should buy a brand new propane heater. Okay, the propane new one, because I did a review on it too. I mean, not a review, but I looked up on it, and some places selling, you know, people sell used one for like 20 bucks, 30 some bucks, 40 bucks. But I got that one at Lowe's, and it was only $42, and I figure $42 plus adding on propane another 18 bucks, right? So I'd rather be on the safe side, buy a brand new one, and you know, it's good to go, and I can keep it, and you know, it's yours. It's not from somebody else, you know, so you know what you did to it. Okay, so basically with this one, people were saying that it had, like, you know, malfunction, or the thing was built pretty cheaply. But to me, honestly, Canadian Tire didn't, even though I like Canadian Tire, but some of their stuff, but unfortunately, like, they didn't sponsor me anything, because you can see my YouTube's really new. Okay, I'm doing this just to help people if they're to save you know, some money if they're thinking about getting into this. If you're gonna do stuff in your garage or outside work, which I do a lot, it's always best to get this propane heater. So to tell you honestly, there's only basically all they had was this right here. Okay, and this adapter, some people were complaining that it was not going in straight or was not that great. I tightened this thing, and when I tightened it, it just tightened, and it's solid. Okay, so I don't know, sometimes these review, and to be honest, I don't do reviews, and I don't even, when I buy something good, like, I don't even put it back and give them a review about it. I don't have time to do that, but I figure maybe I should now these days, just so people, you know, a little scared about certain item they buy. But so far, okay, I'll be updating about this, but I just got this just yesterday, and it's very good. So, okay, since it's on already, okay, I'll come close here to show you how it's done, give you a look. Because actually I did look, because for me it's the first time to how to put it in and everything, and I didn't see, I see videos on there and they just set it up like this and it just worked, but they didn't explain. Maybe sometime there are people that first time familiar, especially with propane and heater and all that, if you're not sure, they should show you how to do it. So here I am, okay? Basically, with everything turned off, okay? This knob here, click it in. They come with 3 screws up here. Screw that in first and then put this right on this right now, okay? Screw this to the right, clockwise, okay? Now that you got that tight, okay? Then you come to the back, okay? On your propane heater, make sure this knob is closed clockwise tight, okay? Like not tight like crazy tight, but just tight and close it, okay? So this thing basically, look at this, it just comes like that. It's very light, okay? This plastic you can leave it here because it's actually plastic, it's not a piece of paper. And this is instruction how to do it, okay? And this is the nozzle that comes with it. Basically, all you have to do, just push this in counterclockwise. That's how you tighten it, okay? You tighten it by hand, okay? Don't go crazy with it first. Make sure the thread goes in first and then start tightening by hand, okay? And when you start tightening by hand, once it's tight, don't be using wrenches and clamps and all that and go and tighten this like crazy. You don't do that. You just put this in, tighten it by hand, okay? Then what you do is, once you tighten it by hand tight already with one hand, after that take 2 hands, okay? Sorry, because I'm holding the camera right now. You use 2 hands and you start tightening slowly to see where it goes and how tight it goes, okay? Once you have it really tight with your hand, okay, some people, everybody's strength is different. My strength is not it's not that strong, but it can be really strong when it comes to tightening stuff. So basically when I tighten it, once you give it a tight enough, give it a 1/4 or an 1/8. Then, but one thing I always say, don't go crazy on tightening, because this is how you're gonna check it, okay? You can, after you tighten this by hand, okay, open this lightly, okay? This nozzle right here, as you can see, this white dot, if you click this way to the right, it's gonna turn off. Right now I'm having it at low right now, okay? Basically turn this knob, there's 3 settings, turn it to the 3rd setting. Then you open, first you open this already, okay? Then you turn this, okay? After that you would take soap, a bottle of spray with soap. You see my bottle spray over there with soap? You spray lightly, don't go crazy and spray, just spray like, and see if there's bubble. That's how you check it if you're not that, if you don't feel safe, if it's leaking out. Because once you put this in and then you start turning on the light and everything, all of a sudden the propane's coming. If there's a leak, you could blow, right? Okay, so to be safe, I'm telling you right now, put a squirt a little soap around it lightly and see if there's bubbles coming out. If there's a leak, right? So then you start tightening more, okay? That's basically it. But now to turn this on, this is where, because I'm new here with this, I did use it one time, not with this one. I did a client's house making a countertop. I made a quartz countertop inside the garage, and they actually bought a friend's Propane. That's what I know about this. Funny enough, but yeah, that's what I know about this. And I watched, he just turned it on, but I didn't really pay attention how he did it. So now it's your own, right? So I had trouble. I put a lighter in these holes where it's supposed to. I turned this knob and it wouldn't go. It wouldn't turn on, right? You're supposed to hear propane, and then that's how you do it. But then I didn't realize, okay? So now I'm just telling you guys, if you guys not sure, okay? There's a knob right here, okay? This is to release the basically to release it and give it some propane, you press on it in and you hold on to it, and then you put your light nozzle in between here, and you turn the light on, then it'll come off. But it's gonna start. This is the color. Once you see it burn all the color, then you let go of that. It'll be okay. You do the same thing over here, but the knob's on this side, right? You just press it in and you do the same thing, it'll come on. That's how easy it is. And actually this one was perfect. It didn't have, it's beautiful. And first I was wearing a coat in here and I was putting a lot of layer, and now I'm down to my sweater, but I'm hot too with my sweater. Okay, my garage is only I would say 10 feet by 20 feet, I suppose. Yeah, 10 feet by 20 feet, a single garage, and I'm warm in here. This thing is a killer. I love this. So I hope this video helps you guys, and make sure when you guys finish using this, right, all you have to do, if you want to turn it off, just close the propane nozzle, just close it up and let it cool down. Okay, and I suggest if you guys once you take that out, you can release the nozzle at the back and put the cap back in. But for me, honestly, like right now, like I'm still working on it, but if you do, you're supposed to take it out. Okay, just be for your safety purposes, and then close back the knob. Okay, there's a lid there where you can close it back for both. And another suggestion on this, this is very hot. Okay, so I suggest that when you're doing this at home, don't have any kits around this area, and it should be ventilated. Okay, when you're using this, that's very, very important. Out of this review, I just like to add this tip in for you guys. When you're not familiar with the propane working on this, it leaves out fume, and I've heard from a friend that who was working, and he was it was, I guess for some reason, was not ventilated well or something like that. That is not open a bit where air can leak outside. The guy just fainted. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, right now for me, I'm in a closed up area, but as you can see, my garage, there's gaps on all sides. Okay, and it's on gap on all sides. Plus, at the same time, I'm working on this bench right now to make this work table bench. I'll be doing a video on that if you're interested in learning how to do this. Bench is a heavy duty one. Okay, so anyhow, that's the review on this so far for, I guess for a day and how does that so far, to be honestly. Thank God that I did buy this so far. I'm hoping that it'll last me a couple years, or it all depends on how you take care of it, right? But so far, giving it a shot like this, why would I buy the Mr. Heater? I mean, if the review, which it was, their review is top notch, okay, on the Propane heater, I would have bought that already, to tell you the truth, like I said. But luckily I chose this one and it turned out good. Maybe when you guys buy this, if you guys do decide to buy, this will save you a lot of money. But I'll tell you something. Check at the store to make sure that they have a lot of quantity in it, which they do, okay? But some store don't have that many quantity. So this is what happened. Maybe that product was bad and they returned it and there's only a few there. So that few, then when it comes to your turn, you buy it and then there's a problem. See, I bought this online and luckily that store had quite a number, so I'm just doing a die here because I need it right away. But they had quite a bit, 10, 15, some place had 10, 20, 30. So don't buy the store that has only one or two, because there might be a problem there. But it's best because since COVID-19 right now, you got to take your chances if you need it right away. But if you best bet, you know, you can go there when it's open, buy it. If you're not really, then you buy from there, right? And then you can look at it better. All right. So anyhow, that's the review. I hope you guys this channel and the review helped you about you know, not scared about buying this product, which I do like it, to be honest with you, and it's not paid for or anything. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, and please give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe for another video. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.